Hi everyone. Today for week 4, my presentation is about ABCINC's Detroit Microbond marketing strategy. So the main idea is turning bond marketing exclusion into this community ownership. So ABCINC is not just promoting a finance product, so it is giving Detroit residents a chance to invest in local bridge renovation through some smaller and accessible bonds. Uh, Moving on to the next slide. So ABCINC is a startup that makes municipal bonds available in smaller amounts. So this helps regular Detroit residents participate, not just large investors. So the pilot project is bridge renovation in Detroit. So that is important because residents can actually see project in their neighborhood. So the blockchain part matters because it can help with transparency. So research explains that blockchain records are hard to change and are shared across many computers. So instead of being controlled by one central place, we are using this technology. So for ABCINC, the biggest challenge is trust. So they need to explain microbonds clearly and show residents where the money goes. Moving on to the next slide, so which is market research. So this is the main point of my presentation. So Detroit's trust problem is not just about people not knowing what bonds are. It is connected to deeper problems in public finance. One study found that municipal bond markets have racial bias, including a black penalty in borrowing costs. The study estimates this costs municipalities around $900 million every year. So the matter because Detroit is majorly black city. So ABCINC is entering a market where inequality already exists. So Detroit also went through the 2013 bankruptcy, which was the largest municipal bankruptcy in US history at that time. So that affected public confidence. So ABCINC should not use a basic message like invest in the future. So the stronger message should be something like residents can see where the money goes, invest in like real bridge project and have a stake in their neighborhood. Moving on to find out who is our target audience. So the main target audience is Detroit residents ages between 25 to 44, especially like working class homeowners and renters with strong neighborhood ties. So this group makes sense because they are likely working, making financial decisions and dealing with local infrastructure every day. So the second audience is churches, block clubs, non-profits, and local leaders. So these group matters because they already have trust in the local community. So research on Detroit engagement shows that the local trust and the two-way communication is very very important. So our company ABC should not only depend on ads; it should also work through people and organization residents who are already aware of the local awareness. Next slide is about resident needs and the barriers. So Detroit residents needs the platform to feel affordable, clear, and safe. So the main needs are very low investment minimums, simple education, security, transparency, visible neighborhood impact, and trusted messengers. So the main barriers are distrust, fear of scams, and not knowing much about the bonds, and thinking a small investment may not be matter. So research on this shows that the trust is very very important. So ABCINC, like our company, should not start with a complicated financial language. So the message should be simple: invest a small amount in a Detroit bridge project and track where your money goes. Moving on to the next slide, so which is like positioning strategy. So the for me the positioning statement is like the first investment decide for Detroit, not for Wall Street. So I like this positioning because it does not make our company sound like another finance company. It makes the platform feel local. So the point is like Detroit residents are not just watching public projects happen around them. They can actually participate in funding local improvement. So blockchain is a technology which supports this message because it helps create a record that is difficult to change. So the technology should be explained in simple words. You can see like where money goes. So the message should be like your bridge, your neighborhood, your stake. So this is easier to remember than a technical explanation. About so I have divided this into two phases. First phase is like marketing plan. So phase one is all about earning the trust. So in the first 2 months, ABC INC should always focus on like community information session, doing some church sessions, blog and club partnership, local media, community ambassadors, and a public project dashboard where everyone can see. So this phase should not feel like a sales pitch. So it should feel like something education. Residents need to understand like what a micro bond is, how much they can invest, what are the risks, and how the bridge between project and this can be tracked. So the dashboard is very very important because it makes the transparency visible. Residents can see these project updates, funding progress, and where the money is going. So that's why like the main message is like see where every dollar goes is more believable. Next part is like phase two and expansion. So phase two is all about how our company ABC Inc. is like moving from trust building to the participation. So the campaign mainly uses like social media, uh, like latest one, Facebook, Instagram, SMS, email, and QR codes and pop-up help stations, brochures, and whatnot. So the strongest tactic is like putting QR codes at the actual bridge side. So this is different from only doing like social media ads. So if a resident is standing near the bridge, sees the project and scans the QR code there, so the investment feels like real and local. They are not like just seeing an ad, so they are just standing at the project. So if the bridge pilot works, ABC and C can use the same model for parks, libraries, and other all improvements. Uh, yeah. So thank you for watching my presentation. So my final recommendation is that ABC INC should market this as more than a financial product. So it should not be presented as like a transparent and local way for Detroit residents to. So it should be presented like transparency and local way for Detroit residents to invest in their own neighborhoods. Uh, Thank you.